Thanks for sticking around, everyone. We do have Premiership player and CEO of the Reverse Fairway Finders in the house. How are you, Tom Cole? Welcome.
I'm good. I like that you've added the CEO of Reverse Fairway Finders there. It's starting to build some traction on the socials. So
I thought about leading with it. It probably trumps the 2018 flag now, if we're being honest about it.
yeah, well, it's my biggest achievement in life, I would have thought. Anyone listening, get on Instagram and give it a follow. Me, Dom Sheed, and Dan Venables, the men behind that. So
You all got creative control of who posts what, or are you sending to someone saying, can you put this one up for me and make it look better than what it is?
Venas has recently just been appointed as like the story. He puts the stories up. He's looking up the memes to put up on the stories, and then me and Sheeta kind of work with each other with the posts and whatnot. But yeah, it's good fun.
Well-oiled machine, Oz.
Yeah, I dare say, don't believe the video of me. That's AI edited. That's not me, so don't go back trying to find that video.
Yeah, AI is incredible, the things it can do these days.
So talk to me, mate. How'd you get into golf? I mean, it's probably been the last 2 years. All about it. Every day off you're playing. What's the go?
Last 2 years, yes. I haven't played a lot of footy in the last 18 months sort of thing. So I got back into it probably this time last year. But I always played when I was younger. But yeah, got back into it because all the boys were getting into it around the club, and then I just got the bug a lot harder than some of them. And now I've joined up at a private club, and I try play on my day off most weeks.
What's it like with members that kind of want to spend some time rubbing shoulders with Eagles players? Like, do you get bothered a bit? You know, do you get highly sought after to be like the one extra in your playing group? Because you won't always fill a four. Like, how does it go with the fandom at a club?
No, it's probably good. We get looked after a bit, to be honest. If anything,
Shock,
yeah, which is good.
Must be very nice.
Can get on whenever tea time we want. We can we get priority, which is good. So shout out to Royal Perth for looking after me, Dom and Venice.
Mate, it's been a bloody busy 2 years for yourself,
Hasn't it?
Married. Congratulations. Yep. I just want to talk to you a little about the organisation, logistics. How do you get the guest list? How does all that go? Or are you giving it all to your partner, Lil, to handle?
Yeah, it's a big job. Not for me though. It's a
big job for someone.
To be honest, it was all Lil. All I helped her with essentially was getting a guest list. It was a bit of a surprise to me rocking up on the wedding day and seeing it all come together. So I was as surprised as all the guests were. Lil was the only one who knew what was coming. But it was a big effort, and it was good fun. Good to get all the fam from Bendigo over to WA and down to the southwest. It was a good few days.
And mate, it was a beautiful couple of days. And one thing I will say, we, myself included, were quite inebriated during the ceremony, and there was a special moment where Taylor Swift's Love Story comes on and you and Lil get hoisted on people's shoulders, you're dancing, you're sharing this beautiful moment, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. Maybe I just thought it was better than what it was. And then I get on TikTok and I've seen that Lily's posted it and it's gone absolutely bananas. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, big day in the Cole household. I don't know when it was. It wasn't long after maybe March this year. I actually had a radio interview on SEN that morning, and she just posted it before I did the interview, and I think it had like 16 million views in 10 minutes or something. Like it just went insane, and everyone already knew about it. I got asked about it on the radio and I hadn't even known yet. And
great marketing from Lil.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's trying to make a bit of a TikTok career out of it. So anyone on TikTok, give Lily Cole a follow and have a look at that video. Well, it was a special moment.
Yeah. And Taylor Swift actually commented on the post, didn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
Crazy areas.
Mate,
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy areas, man.
Have you seen it?
No, I've seen it, but I didn't see that she's got involved.
Yeah, she just posted an emoji, I think, and then Lily reposted that, like, of Taylor Swift commenting, got another 16 million views. Yeah. I think she's got like 30,000 followers just from that one video.
That's insane.
So credit to everyone at the wedding for bringing the vibes.
Great vibes.
Yeah, it was all them, to be honest.
Was there anyone in the playing group, either past or present, that featured in the votes on the day or night?
Of the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few. Jay Nelson, my best man, Jackson.
Very good.
He was good. There was a host of names: Waterman, Rotham, Allen, McGovern.
They all had a crack?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm just showing Thumper. So that's the video.
I've seen the video. Yeah, I've seen that.
Number one comment.
So good.
Wild.
So good.
Wild.
So that's got...
So hopefully get to meet her one day. Swifty, I'm sure you're listening if you are.
Good personal friend. She'll be coming over in Sydney. You'll fly over for it.
Yeah.
26 million views and then 15 million the repost of the exact same video, except longer. We needed it longer. And then she just reposted the longer version.
Where was the Bucks party held, and what was the inspiration for the kit that you were wearing?
I had 2 Bucks parties, so I obviously got my mates on one side of Australia in Bendigo, and then all my mates over here. So I had 2.
Which one were you wearing the pink outfit for?
That was the one in Perth. Yeah, it was a cowboy themed.
Yeah, it was.
Cowboy themed. Yeah, we went to the Northern races. Dom, Sheed, and Jacko Nelson were behind the organisation of it all. But yeah, I picked up that kit the day before. I didn't choose the pink tutu, and that's always,
Figured,
just a stock standard
Figured.
Bucks sort of get up. But yeah, that was a good day. Good day.
Okay.
Congratulations are in order for another reason. There's a new Cole on the way. Talk to me about what's happening there.
Yeah, we had a honeymoon baby, me and Lil. Not planned, but yeah, she's 30 weeks pregnant now. So actually had a scan this morning. 10 weeks away and I'll be a dad. So yeah, it's all happening.
Where are the emotions at for that, Tom?
I'm excited still. Yes, I'm kind of come to terms after speaking to a lot of the boys with the fact that I'm going to be losing a lot of sleep.
What do you like at that? What do you like operating off little hours?
Are you practicing now at setting alarm for 2 a.m. and then redoing it at 4? Or?
No, well, I was thinking I should start practicing, like waking up early, but I'm gone the complete opposite, like bank them now. And I'm getting 8.5, 9 hours. And Lil's so tired at the moment because she's pregnant and whatever. We're in bed at 8:30 and I'm sleeping into 8. I'm getting like big hours of sleep now, so I'm banking them. Yeah.
I don't know. I could be swayed on both arguments there. Like I see the merit because you won't get them back, but it's terrible prep.
Yeah. Look, the biggest thing I'm concerned for you about this is your other children are now going to become neglected. Talk to me about what's going to happen with your dogs.
Yeah, our dogs are very spoiled too. Got a cavoodle and a sausage dog, Gromit and Rocket. Gromit sleeps in the bed. Rocket ends up in the bed after about 4:30 in the morning. So we've kind of put this we've pushed it to the back because I can't come to terms with like being hard on the dogs. So I actually am kind of scared for the dogs and what their life's going to look like once the baby's here. I think they could be put outside. Rocket's a barker.
Oh,
Harry Edwards has said that if Rocket's waking my child, he'll have him. So
wow,
he might be living in Gooseberry Hills. Poor Rocket.
Poor Rocket.
Yeah.
10 hours of the
Yeah, I know. So, we'll see with that, but I am a bit nervous for him.
Yeah, right.
Have you peeked under the sheets or is it a surprise on the day, Coley?
Nah, it's going to be a surprise.
Yeah, I love it.
I think that's the thing I'm most excited for, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
mind blown on the day.
Yeah.
Have you got 2 separate names? Because I've had family members gone through this and they've picked gender neutral names. So like Charlie could be used for both. Have you got a boy section and a girl section, or do you have some in between?
Well,
without getting too political here.
My opinion on names is that everyone has their name. It doesn't matter what it is, unless it's like unless it's something ridiculous like Xander. And sorry to the Xanders listening, but
we just lost one. You were back.
Xander, I love you. No, you're an Oscar. That's all you ever be.
Yeah.
I'm a Tommy.
That's it.
So I don't really care. But Lily likes boys' names for girls and girls' names for boys, sort of thing. And I'm like. But we are set on a girl's name.
Okay, cool.
So we're
well
locked
done
in,
for that.
But boys' names.
We know the boys'
Yeah,
name. We were speaking about it earlier.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, you've let it slip.
No, well, you know how you always name the kid before it comes? Harry Edwards has called it Colin Cole, CC. It's like a big thing at the club.
Love it.
Billy Barras.
Lil will be stoked with it,
So
Allen.
I'm calling it Colin. Everyone's calling it Colin. Allen.
It's happening, man.
Too good.
So I can't come to terms with Lily's boys' names. I'm like, I think it's Colin, Lil.
We'll watch this space. Looking forward to seeing it, mate, and all the best to you. So we actually have something in common, Tommy and I. You wouldn't know this.
Oh.
He's had 3 sisters, all older. Mm-hmm. No commonality there. I've got 2 brothers that are older, but Tom and I are actually miracle babies.
Oh, yes.
I knew Tom was a miracle babe. Didn't know you were.
Wow.
Do you want to explain to the guess what a miracle baby is?
Well,
when mummy loves daddy a lot.
So I'm not actually sure. I haven't actually found out. It's either, we'll just say one of my parents' tubes were tied.
Yeah.
Unsure which one it was. And this is back in the 80s when the surgeries were probably a bit more rogue. I don't know what Tommy's excuse was.
There's no science.
Well, surgeries must have been a little bit more high class, but one snuck through to the keeper
Nice.
and got through, being a miracle baby.
Well done, guys.
So we weren't meant to be here, and we somehow prevailed.
Yeah.
Which is incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Is there a major gap between you and your siblings because of that? As in age?
Nah. I'm 2 years younger than my next.
Mental.
So I think it was because there's a waiting period essentially when Dad gets his vasectomy. You're not meant to. Mummy and Daddy aren't meant to.
Oh, he just couldn't help himself.
I'm meant to
Too
cuddle.
keen.
for a while. I don't know. I don't think it's long, like
Right.
2 weeks or something like that. Because I know a few of the boys, that have, Mum was pregnant 6 weeks later or something
Right.
like that. It was something, yeah.
No, mine was 7 years, so mine was proper,
right.
like,
Yeah.
just a botched operation. Yeah.
So I'm less of a miracle.
I'm finding more and more about you the longer we spend together. A big water skier. Talk to me about this. Did you just grow up near a body of water? Like, how has this come about?
Yeah, I grew up in Seymour, which is central Victoria.
So not really near any water? Yeah.
So the
That's spot on for me.
the nearest water is rivers, Murray River.
Yeah.
And there was actually the Goulburn River in Seymour as well. So it was kind of a thing, all the families around Seymour. And then when we were in Bendigo as well, it's like an hour and a half from Echuca, which is a
Where Longie's
skiing town where Longie's from. So yeah, we were always massive water skiers. Dad always had boats, so we would spend 3 weeks over Boxing Day to midway through June or whatever, skiing every year. Lived in Warrnambool for a bit. They had a river there, so we just always we were always around it.
Yeah, cool.
Have you found it here? Have you gone out and sought it in Perth?
First time this pre-season, Brady Hoff.
The Hoff man.
Yeah, the Hoff. His mates down in Harvey, Lake Brockman. They took us out. We had a good day, yeah. But
Did you chop it up in front of him? Or they like, wow, Coley, have you seen Coley do this thing yet? He's insane.
do you know what? I was actually a bit rusty. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
not what you wanted.
And I actually have taught myself up for years now. Like, I was a bit rusty and kind of a bit embarrassed, to be honest. But I'll be back.
All right. So before we get on to just a couple of footy matters, we've done this before on a potty, Coley, but it's been a while, so I thought I'd revisit it. I was looking up to see where our mate from Bendigo was at, and he'd been released on parole a couple of years ago.
What are you two talking about?
There was a bloke skulking around Bendigo in the 80s, and he was dubbed the Bendigo toe tickler.
No.
And he was breaking into homes, terrorising homes, breaking in and playing with people's feet.
He was tickling toes for his own pleasure.
Oh,
I think was the gist of it. Yeah.
So these guys were basically, sleeping with their feet inside the doona, like a fear of the toe tickler.
They were in the toe tickler was got caught. A kid got caught in the Selwood Street.
Is that right?
Yeah, I remember Sellers telling me. Yeah, but I heard about him.
Is he from Bendigo as well?
Sellers. All the Sellers are from Bendigo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, right.
So a kid in their street got caught when he was live and happening, the toe tickler. But
Mental times.
I remember hearing about it for the first time in about grade 5.
And you were alive. You were in grade 5 when it was happening.
Yeah, he was in he was locked up at the time, I think. But there was
right.
an article in the paper, so it kind of all come back out again. And I started wearing socks to bed.
Striking fear in the
Yeah,
neighbourhoods.
and it was on my mind for like a couple months there. But yeah, then I got over it.
Yeah.
Took the socks off.
Glad
But
yeah. So hopefully he's reformed.
So he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, okay.
He's out. Hopefully reformed and being civil in society. All right, we're going to talk a little bit of footy before we go to the fan questions. So 2021, we had you in last year, so we don't need to go all through that. But 2021, you've chopped it up. It's been Coley's best individual year to date. Finished 9th in the BNF.
We've actually got a good story about that. Do you remember?
Were you 10th?
Yeah, but we made a bet. We were talking about it and pretty drunk at BNF, and I said, "Oh, you bloody good year this year. You'll beat me." Like, no, you had a good year. So we went, if you beat me, I'll buy you a slab, and if I beat you, you buy me a slab. So I was like, oh no, the other way around. So Coley beats me, he's going to buy me. I beat him, he's going to buy you. I've never been happier to be a couple of votes.
Have I bought you the slab?
Yeah, you bought me a slab.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Just a couple of votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30.
Did you play the full year or did you miss a few?
I missed a couple.
Oh, that's probably what it was then.
Yeah, keep telling myself that every night.
So then you missed the whole season with the ankle injury. You had a slower start to this preseason, just getting fully recovered from that. But you still were in good nick heading to the later stages. Like you're in the top running group by the end of preseason, right? And then you play a couple of games, and then resurfaces again, not the exact same injury, but in the area. Talk about how this ankle was different and what that sort of emotional journey was like.
Yeah, it's just been like a lot of learning about my body, I suppose. Never really had a big injury like that. So in my head, I thought the footy gods would look after me this year, and they didn't to start the season. But it's just been like learning about my ankle. So essentially, we've figured out how much my ankle can handle, and we've got a plan going forward. So hopefully be able to play footy for a long time. But yeah, it was frustrating, but at the same time I knew I was going to come back and play footy this year. So I am very grateful to just be back out in the park, running around with the boys, to be honest.
So I think Simo came out at some stage during this year and said if it was an ankle injury the same manner in which you had last year, it would almost be career ending. Was that
yeah, look, it was pretty significant, the injury last year, and if it was of the same nature, it would have been a long journey back. Like, I think now, like, I just can't train as much. So if I had an injury like that last year, like the same one that I had last year, yeah, it could have been stumps. But fortunately for me, it wasn't. And the physios have been bloody amazing over the last 18 months, and they've got me to a position now where I'm able to play footy again. So very grateful. Very, very grateful.
And what about this year in general? You know, you've gone from all I want to do is be on the park and play after an entire year in the shed. And then it's like, well, I'm back, but you're walking into a season that's in, you know, the lowest it's been in almost AFL history, barring a few other clubs. Is that a tough one to handle? It's kind of, yeah, you want the team and everything to be doing best, but you're also like, I need to get myself right as well. And it's like, I'm kind of happy to be back playing games, but it's walking into a scenario that isn't quite ideal.
Yeah, it is tough. I think it helps that I haven't played a lot of footy, because I am just grateful to be out playing. Like, I played 8 games in 2 years, so it helps in that sense. But at the same time, you're right. Like, it's been tough watching from the sidelines, and it's obviously a tough time at the club at the moment. But it's good to be back out in the field and trying to do my part to help us move forward in the right direction.
You can see his immediate impact when he comes back. Like, I was like, how many games? It's only been 2, right? Or 2 games? 2 or 3 games?
2 and a sub, yeah.
And some of the tackles he's delivered have already on career highlight reel type tackles.
Yeah, you already got them bookmarked.
Correct, mate. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
You got anything to ask him before we get to the fan ones or what? Nothing on the paper, mate. Just anything from your head. You know, he's one of your mates. You want to offer something?
What's been happening?
What has been happening? No, we actually speak a lot. You were happy I was down back on the weekend, actually.
Yeah, it's good to have Oz down there.
Yeah, Coley, you're sitting near me on the plane. You went, I actually like it down there. Like, you should stay down there. But
good.
What do you think about that?
Oh, sure.
Well, he started there. His first game was there. I got to play with you in your first game as a bull.
I feel like I'm a better fella when I'm a back.
Yeah.
It's not about me. Like, you got to, as a key forward, you got to have like some kind of confidence, like an aura about you. Whereas a key back, you just be a good bloke.
Yeah.
Like, everyone, like, as everyone's back.
Do you ever have to put blocks on for other key forwards at the top of squares?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not
Those
anymore,
those days are over.
Because that's the team aspect side of the forward line, right?
Yeah.
Blocking. Is there anything else besides creating space, I guess?
Yeah, like sacrificial leads.
Yeah. Don't worry, mate. Winger, I know all about them.
Yeah. No, you do. Sometimes you preempt it. Like, I'll go and block Longy's man, and hopefully they'll hand over, and then I'll have a small player on me and be like, yeah. So it's all with it's never altruistic. There's always with an air of selfishness about it.
It's always the smalls blocking for the talls. As a defender,
Yes.
yeah. I'm often trying to fight through.
It's just the way
Trying to help TB and Gov not get blocked, you know? Yeah, because they get blocked a lot.
It's literally, on the weekend, I realised how annoying it is as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're fighting for your life against this guy who's sprinting at me, and I'm just kind of dancing side to side. Like, you're doing all the hard work, and it's the same. Playing small is a lot harder than playing tall.
How often are you yelling out switch in your different roles, or how often does switch get yelled out rather than fighting through the screen?
There's a balance, yeah. It just depends how hard they're trying to block. Like, if they're going early, you can kind of switch, but if they're doing it at the right time, then it makes it easier if Gov and TB can just get a run and jump at the ball and do their craft. But sometimes you just have to switch, and they'll call that, and you just got to do your best on those big tools and try to bring it to ground.
I think it's a little bit how good chemistry you have with the other guys around there. So I haven't played back for a long period of time. I'm just going to stay with this guy. Like, I'm here to try and stop him. Whereas you play a lot of back with Gov, TB, like, you guys have a good relationship where, not that I don't have confidence in you doing it, but I don't necessarily have confidence in myself looking after a small forward like Motlop or something on the weekend. So the more you play together, the better accustomed you are with each other, and that's why they're a good backline when they're all fit and healthy.
Did you have to give him direction while on the back line or not? Because he's just following a dude. So it's like you and team defence are really out the window right now.
No, we didn't do a whole lot of chatting. Kerno was holding pretty deep in the end there. He didn't empty out much. So
He wasn't committed to team D.
Nah, so Oz was left one out a little bit, but it was good to have him back. He's got good defensive instincts, which I like.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.
Love that, boys. Good footy chat. We're going to get some fan questions. Thanks to everyone who wrote in. Xavier O'Neill, I guess we'll give him some airtime. Favourite curry?
Favourite curry?
Cooking. I cook green chicken curry myself, like at home, but I order Indian. Probably a Rogan Josh lamb.
How much spice you putting on that green chicken curry at home? A bit of tang on it or what?
Not at the moment because I have a pregnant wife who's 30 weeks pregnant, so that's not going to help. But yeah, I like to. Yeah, when we're up and going. Yeah.
I did have a question for you, and I forgot it. So this question is from Oscar Allen. You added me to the food chat, Coley's Cook-Ups, right? And you weren't sure what you're going to get from me. Can you rate me out of 10 of from where you were expecting me to be? Like, I'm obviously Jamie Oliver, but what did you think coming in, what I was going to be? And yeah, give us a brief synopsis.
Me, Dom, and Shuey were in this chat. Coley's Cook-Ups started maybe January this year.
Dommy gave us a brief rundown of some of the meals that are getting put through there.
I don't know why it started, but at the start we were just posting our best meals, like our A+, nice tomahawks, medium rare, potatoes, and then we decided, it's not about that. It's about all the meals you have. We want to see your meals when you can't be bothered, your leftovers.
It's where the humour is, isn't it?
Yeah. And we wanted a new member. We were getting a bit bored of just the three of us. So we were kind of scanning across the team. And I had a few chats with Oscar and he wanted to be a part of it.
And they were saying no.
And we said no. But then I just kept asking him I'd send him individual photos of my dinner, he'd send some back. And I was like, hey, this guy looks like he cooks frequently. Because you need people who are cooking 4 nights a week. You know, you don't need a first year who's eating Uber Eats.
Yep.
Or his host is cooking.
Yeah, or his host is cooking.
Makes sense.
They need to cook it themselves. So I just added him without consulting Dom and Luke. And they were fine with it. And mate, to be honest, he cooks some rogue meals, different. He's added variety to the chat.
We've spoken about my World War II chicken bake.
Do you feel like you've had to up the game with the judges because of it?
Not with the actual cooking, but the presentation. I'm a big, my partner Lorna likes to set things out nicely. I'll just chuck everything on the plate at once in the same spot and don't really care how it looks. But now I'm trying to but it looks because I don't know how to organise it. So that's probably
last night was good.
Yeah, this is me last night. Did a tomahawk.
Very good.
Had a little gnocchi salad on the side.
Yeah,
and
you got a little barbie out the back. How you doing the meat?
Barbie reverse sear it. So put it in the oven for about an hour at 100, and then sear the barbie. Tomahawk takes a little bit longer to sear.
It's good areas, Oz.
Yeah,
we've all got our strengths. Boots puts a coleslaw with everything he eats.
Yeah.
We call him the slaw king.
I came at him once and it was the biggest mistake I've made in my life. My slaw could cut your teeth, mate. That's right.
Aussie slaw had not one bit of mayo in it. I would say Dom's probably...
He's the most
he's probably
the most geeky one.
He's probably the best cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got all the gear. He's got a Thermomix. He has a sous vide, a smoker.
He claimed to be. Yeah.
Do you ever smoke?
Nah.
No. What about cooking?
I don't know.
No patience. CBF.
Nah, CBF. Barbie works fine. You know, I'll go. Dom will come over. I'll be cooking a big piece of meat, and he'll take over. Really? He's that sort of guy.
What's your strength?
Yeah, I was just about to
think you know what you're bloody good at? You're good at brekkies. Your bacon egg roll you posted the other day looks sensational.
Yeah, I've posted a bit of brekkie, which I don't know how the boys feel about that. It's more a dinner thing, but I've I love I present well too with avo on toast with eggs and
You're a big 45-degree avo cut they do at the restaurants and they're
bit of feta, chili jam.
Daisy's chili jam.
Shout out to Daisy's. But Oscar, he's just brought some rogue stuff to the chat, which has been good. That Mexican beef or that loaded thing you cooked.
It's like a chili Mexican beef with some eggs cracked. cracked in it.
Often we have to ask him like,
What am I
is
looking
that?
at?
Yeah. Like, so what's that?
Can't be a good sign off.
Yeah, but he's good. He's been good value too. So.
MW Allinger, what is your favourite movie and why? It's got to be something with Pedro Pascal. Honestly, it's an absolute ringer.
You butchered that, by the way.
Well, yeah, what is it?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Is that the main guy off
Yeah.
Narcos?
Off what? Yeah.
Off Narcos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Narcos and
Mandalorian.
no, and
What do you mean, no?
what's the show that's popping right now on Netflix? It's off the video game.
Well, he's on Game of Thrones as well.
No,
But what are we talking? It's popping off Netflix.
No, it's not on Netflix. It's on Binge.
What did I call him?
Sorry,
I don't
we're
know.
going to edit this out.
I should do more research into this guy because it's always like,
The Last
surely,
of Us.
you know,
Oh, of course.
Terrific show. Have
course.
you ever watched The Last of Us? Watch it and you'll have a deeper respect for him. It's a very good show.
He's very good now. It's a favourite movie and why, Pedro?
no, it's not Pedro. It's The Gentleman. Is that what it's called?
The Gentleman.
Just a
Good
cracker.
movie.
Have you seen it?
I think I've seen it once. This is one of Guy Ritchie's ones, isn't it?
I don't know. No, it's McConaughey. Is that his name? Yeah.
No, it's the one with McConaughey and all that in it. It's got a
Sure, it wasn't
massive
Guy
cast.
Ritchie that directed it? Maybe.
I know, it's got a massive cast, man.
Cracking movie.
It's kind of like a Lock, Stock, Snatch type vibe, isn't it?
What?
Don't know what that means.
You haven't seen the movie Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatch? Oh my God! Okay, never mind.
Mate.
You ask a fan question, I'm bemused at that.
Gentleman. Cracking movie.
One teammate. This is from Oscar.Keevel. I thought it was
Shout out, Oscar.
Yeah, I think good name. One person you don't want to be roommates with, and who is your favourite teammate? Who would be your favourite teammate to live with? One person
live
yeah,
with.
one person you don't want to live with, and one person you would.
Okay.
You've had a couple.
Well, yeah, I have. Jacko was good, but I've had enough of him. Who would I like to live with? I had Jaden Hunt for like a week in December. He was pretty good, like pretty chill sort of guy.
Low maintenance.
Yeah, low maintenance, does his own thing. Cooked a good feed, actually.
He did.
Yeah.
What did he cook?
Cooked like a chorizo and fed up orzo or something. It was incredible. Yeah.
What's an orzo, sorry?
It's like it's almost like risotto.
Okay,
It's
nice.
like a little pasta orzo.
Yeah.
He probably him. I'd live with him.
Who's on the do
Yeah.
not touch list?
Probably be Rep Bazzo. He also lived with me for a week. Just in my face too much.
So what's Chess doing? Why is he mad?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. Have you asked him that? Has he been on this potty?
Rhett's always around him, so I can't find the
Yeah.
chance to ask alone time.
Yeah, probably Retis is just a bit much for me.
All right.
Small doses. The
It is Guy. It is
He's
Guy
not
Ritchie.
chill at all, though. It's the worst nickname ever.
It is Guy Ritchie. It's an okay movie. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
it's
it.
okay.
You need to rewatch, and I'll rewatch. What's your favourite movie?
No, it's not a favourite, but it's Guy Ritchie directed Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. They're like British crime movies. They're brilliant. Anyway, they're old. I'm old. Gianna Hook wants to know, favourite game? Presuming it's not video games. Don't say the granny. You got a favourite game that you like to reflect on?
Oh, Game of Footy.
Yeah, don't say debut or
I thought you were
granny.
thinking like Monopoly
2K
or something.
or-
Yeah, right.
You can answer it however you like.
My favourite game of AFL.
And again, all I've got here is favourite game. You take it as you,
Yeah,
as you
right.
play it.
All right. What's my favourite game? It has to be from.
Are you going to say the one where you gold, Saints, in the hub?
That
or
was
what?
good.
Well, take your pick. I kicked 3 goals in 3 weeks, so it was one of those 3.
You're a pick for it for a while, weren't you?
Do you know? Yeah, it would
Body
actually. You
dice
know what?
Apple, give me that. Too easy.
Have to be.
Cookies.
Yeah, it was either my first game ever, my first goal, or one of the finals in 2018. Probably I think I like the Melbourne one better, like prelim, because we were just home at like half time.
So you just relaxed.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah,
I'd love to just.
but I love kicking goals. Like I can see why forwards love it. Yeah, celebrated like a nuffy.
I'd love to have that feeling right now. So people say, what feeling do you miss? I miss party time. I miss halfway through the third, gloves are off, game's done. Let's have a bit of fun here. Let's pig out, you know? I miss that. It's
been a while, Oz.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Liv Flora asked this question to a few others. If you could play an exhibition game anywhere in the world, where would you want to play it and why?
Where would I want to play? It'd probably just be somewhere where I could back end it with a holiday, you know?
Well, I think that's your most popular answer.
Yeah,
No one's picking Alaska, no.
What's wrong with Alaska?
This might be tough to get a good grip on the footy.
Where do I want to go next? I want to go like South America.
So you can play in like Brazil or something.
So you can be at home with your
I can go see Pedro. Yeah. Somewhere in South America.
All right, that'll work. You got something for us, Big Ring?
Yeah. What team did you grow up supporting from Lachlan_556?
Richmond, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Favourite player?
Richo.
Richo.
Yeah, good.
How long did it take to break the I don't care about them cycle? Was it straight away when you were here? Was it after a year and you're like, oh, mate, I don't care how Richmond are going?
I lost passion about being a supporter when I was about 15 or 16, you know.
It's funny.
And Richmond were never good. Like, there was always
Not when Richo was there, no.
Always so much hype about them being good at the start of a season, and then every year, round one, Thursday night, play Carlton, lose, tears, like, here we go again sort of thing. I had that song, we finished 9th again, you know, like they let me down a bit.
I didn't mind this question from
You
Supertramp.
get picked up and they win flags for fun.
Yeah.
I didn't mind this question from Supertramp Bryce. He said, does it feel like the squad is training harder now than they did in the 2018 season?
No, I don't think so.
Yep.
We've always been a very like good training team. We've valued training hard, and I think that's like what I learnt from a young age is like watching the older boys and how they get up for training every week, and that was like the main focus because you train the way you play.
So as an emerging leader, do you make sure that you're instilling that now? Are you carrying that on at this club?
Yeah, well, that's always how I've tried to lead, by example, and just training hard and being one of the best trainers. It's obviously been difficult in the last 2 years not being on the park, but I've learnt from the best. Jamie Cripps, Chris Maston when I was young, they trained so hard. And obviously Shannon Hearn in the back line sets the standard. So I think it's pretty similar, to be honest.
I've got a question here from J Cook 9. Alfie says, "Love you, Uncle Go-Go." Can you explain that one for me?
Jay Cook 9 is my brother-in-law. Alfie is my nephew, and
Your
my
Uncle
nieces and
Go-Go.
nephews call me Go-Go because my first niece, Lottie, when she would watch me play footy, would just say go, 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 go. So I am Uncle Go-Go to all my nieces and nephews. I'm trying to change the...
You don't like it?
Oh, I don't mind it. But like my name's Tommy or Thomas.
Call me Thomas,
Yeah,
guys.
it's got, some of them are starting to, like Alfie's actually starting to call me Uncle Tommy. Funnily enough, like the
There you
last
go.
few weeks.
That
But
role's pretty good too.
Yeah, but Go-Go's fine.
RW4 MVP, I saw you like some cheeky videos on the reels, mate. But while I don't know exactly what that meant, but remember we got on the subject, I think earlier this season, I was about TC trying to revive his Twitter campaign, or he was posting some strange stuff. And that's what it reminded me of, is either like, I was like, he wasn't liking reels, but he was trying to, reinvent some handle and get back to some gags.
The Coles are a big social media family of late, aren't they? They're really taking off.
Yeah, I like Twitter. It's like a way better app.
Love
Me
it.
too, man.
Love
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
We're Twitter family here.
Cool.
But I just wanted to start tweeting, so I was like tweeting about what was I? I was talking about like the price of lettuce because it was like $7 or something.
You tweet a bit about you tweeted,
But I stopped because I was like, I can't be doing this. This is just stupid. But Twitter's like my most used app. I just don't tweet anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a big voyeur on
Yeah.
Twitter and use it a lot. I get the absolute P155 taken out of me by mates going, mate, no one's on Twitter anymore. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So, classic.
Yeah.
Hang on, I want to just make sure we get this right. Who eats caged eggs? I just don't agree with it. It's free range or no range. Josephine and Anne's Alexandra. Do you agree? And that's about Tommy.
That's about, Dom's chickens were called Josephine and Alexandra. Yeah.
That's so good.
He's got some good, we haven't touched on it, but you're obviously studying hard at uni, and it probably taught you this one: buy low, sell high at ASX. That's just a bit of business insight and how to become rich.
I was just trying to get a lot out there to just gain some traction to start, but it just, didn't.
You've
didn't
peaked
gain
at Taylor
momentum.
Swift. You can't keep playing anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You've peaked. All right, Harris Carlin, which young Eagle are you most excited about to see develop over the years?
I can't go past the back line.
If it's the man, it's
Well, it obviously will be. It'll be Max Homer. Do you agree with that lookalike? I'm going to get you some pictures.
No, I don't.
Hoffy.
No, I'll get you the pictures.
No,
Don't dismiss me that early. Is it Hoffy?
it's probably Hoffy. Hoffy and Brett, like, they just understand the game well, and they've played some good footy at such a young age. So I'm excited for what they can do in the future.
A little bit, yeah. I'd like to see him without facial hair.
But we need, like,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Hoffy's got more of a longer face than Max,
He'll
I
fill it
reckon.
out. He'll
Yeah.
fill it out. To finish.
I've got a question here to finish from Jackson Nelson, and I'm going to circle all the answers I believe to be true.
All right.
This is from Jackson Nelson. First question, who's the worst golfer, yourself or Dan Venables? Number 2, do you miss living with Jackson Nelson? And number 3, who do you love more, Rocket or Gromit?
I hope Veners isn't listening to this. No, I'll just go off stats, actually.
Yeah.
Let me get it up. Let me look at the GA app.
What's Venner's shortcomings on the course?
Oh, he can hit it a mile, can't he?
He's erratic.
Yeah.
Erratic.
Like, yeah, erratic.
If I was to show you both our swings right now, you go, gee, Venner's got a nicer swing.
Okay.
Yeah, like he can hit it bloody hard.
What I've learned after being in a golf club and you see so many different players, it just doesn't matter how they look, man.
Yeah.
Some will make it work.
That's what I'm saying, but I get a lot of hate for my swing.
Venner's handicap is
Hard when
20.
you got bad back.
Venner's handicap's 20, mine's 17.2.
There you go. The stats don't lie.
So stats don't lie.
No.
But on his day, he beat me.
Do you miss living with Jackson Nelson?
No, not anymore.
I'd said no.
I think he misses living with me, though.
Yeah, he's
Why?
looking for a mate.
Yeah, he's looking for a mate, looking to move out.
Why don't you miss living with Jackson?
No, we had our fun. We're just done.
You've
mate.
grown up
I've
a bit.
grown up. I'm having a kid.
You don't need another one?
Nah, well, you know
Just
what?
quietly, like in the last 12 months, you got married, you've had a kid, like you've aged 10 years
Yeah,
in the
I know.
space of 10 weeks.
I feel very old at the club. Jacko and my wife Lily used to bicker a lot, and I had to pick sides. And I would often sit in the middle, which would make neither of them happy. You know what I mean? But Lily it'd make Lily more mad than Jacko. So it was good to get him out, so I didn't have to pick sides.
And
Sophie's choice, which kid are you picking?
Well, Rocket was my firstborn, so I love him more than Gromit. But yeah, just
Is that how it works? So you're the least favoured kid in your family, if that's the rule we're going on. We're the least favourite child in our clan.
Probably. No, but you know what? I'm not. I'm definitely the favourite. But I just think with this baby coming and Rocket's behavioural issues, barking.
he's going to go.
Yeah.
Harry Edwards licking his lips.
Yeah, Harry Edwards is ready. He could be my
I
least
wouldn't
favourite.
trust Harry, eh?
Yeah, true. But Harry's been advocating for it for a while, so I'll hand him the keys.
Well, Harry's been taking the PI 55 out of Petch for years for having a little sausage, and now he wants one. Like, pick a side, mate.
Yeah, true.
Can't have it all.
True.
Tommy Cole, you've been sensational. Not only your form on the potty, but just volunteering your time in general. Even if you were house today, I'd say it was just fantastic to have you on board. But you were really, really good, and we're always appreciative. And thanks to Tab Touch, you had the touch today.
You got the touch.
We'll hopefully see you back another time soon.
Beautiful. Thanks for having me, boys.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.